Hello everybody, welcome then to the first race of 2023. We are here at the Gulf Air Bahrain Grand Prix then, the Bahrain International Circuit, which has hosted Formula 1 from 2004. 2011 didn't come here due to civil unrest, and hosted two Grand Prix in 2020 when we were here for the Career Grand Prix, which was held on the outer layout circuit. 15 corners on this desert circuit, which features 3 DRS zones, and the starting grid looks as follows for the opening Grand Prix of 2023. We have Max Verstappen, the world champion, starts in pole position, while Charles Leclerc starts in second. It will be third on the grid for, it actually changes, George Russell with Sergio Perez in fourth, Sainz fifth, Hamilton sixth, Pierre Gasly seventh, Esteban Ocon eighth, ninth for Stroll, Lando Norris starts 10th. 11th for Valtteri Bottas, Fernando Alonso 12th, a penalty already. 13th, Nico Hulkenberg, Alexander Albon in 14th. 15th, Tsunoda, Guan Yu Zhou 16th. 17th, Kevin Magnussen, me 18th. 19th, Logan Sargent, and Nick De Vries starts last. So, Bahrain, 3 layouts we've raced on in the past. The surface here uses grey whack aggregate from a quarry in Shropshire. It used to be Old Camel Farm back in the day. Now it's a Formula 1 race circuit. There's Valtteri Bottas heading into his second season in the Alfa Romeo F1 team. Wow. And there's me, car number 92, in a McLaren with my pink, blue and green helmet. Looking forward to the start to my Formula 1 season. So let's have a look at the race strategy. Then 57 laps. Then we expect it to be at least a 2-stop strategy. So that's where it's going to make it a little bit interesting. Now, I was thinking about changing it a bit. I might start on the mediums, try and go a ways into the opening stint, and then see how the tyres last. I'm just going to play it by ear, as they say. See how we get on. Fuel load, it's going to be quite up there. I'm trying to do it for 61 laps. 60.7 to 3.7 on the extended. Because obviously, if you are new to Formula 1, then you can't refuel during a race. So the only issue you've got is the fuel you've got. It has to last for the entire Grand Prix. So, starting 18th place, I'm going to need a pretty good start if I want to get a good result here. Just got a few more seconds to go. Start camera angle on. The green light is on, and we are away for the first formation lap of the new season then. So this is what we call the formation lap, where we warm the tyres and brakes up for the entire lap. Nick De Vries, which will be his second Formula 1 Grand Prix, starting in last. He made his debut in Monza 2022. In the Williams. Logan Sargent making his Formula 1 debut today, just like me in my career mode. Then got 57 racing laps to do here in Bahrain. The question is, where could I potentially finish in this race? Now, the rules of this career mode is simple. All in cockpit camera. The halo bar must be on as well to make it more realistic. No flashbacks, so any mistakes get made, I have to deal with it and get on with it. There's always a bit of a slow moment, the formation lap. You just got to get used to the fact that got to just keep those tyres and brakes up to temperature. No mistakes, especially on the formation lap. We've seen that plenty of times in the past, formation lap mistakes. Remember 2001 and 2003, Giancarlo Fisichella ahead of time. Anna Jordan parked his car in the wrong spot on the grid. It's funny if you do it once, it's embarrassing if you do it twice. So here we go then, coming down towards the final corner on the circuit. Now to park back up onto the starting grid, ready to start the opening race of this World Championship. Round 1 in Bahrain. Move over to my grid slot. And that goes purple, that means I'm in. Oh, I parked badly. It's a bad park. So I've got to get off well here. Here come the 5 red lights. And it's lights out and away we go for the Bahrain Grand Prix of 2023. I've got a pretty good getaway. Leaving the grid well, already overtaking Career McLaren and Guan Yu Zhou. Up down into turn 1, this is where it's going to get tricky now. Off, get a bit knocked. I don't know who that is. Is that Ocon? No, Ocon's just ahead of us. It's Alonso and he's hit me again. And I've gone completely off the circuit. And now I've been handed an illegal overtake. I don't believe that was an illegal overtake. Now I'm ahead of Lando Norris, my teammate, as I head into turn 4. That's just crazy. Alonso hitting me twice. Bit wide there as well. But I moved from 18th to 12th. Already this opening lap as we head around towards the very tricky braking point of turn 10. Now, enable ERS down towards turn 11 as I chase Valtteri Bottas and Nico Hulkenberg for potentially a point. At the moment it's top 10 for points. You get a point for the fastest lap, but only if you're in the top 10. If you're not in the top 10 and you've got the fastest lap, you do not get an extra point. If there is a possibility of getting the top 10, I might have a look, see if I can get that. We're coming down then towards the end of lap 1. It is P12 at the moment as I go a bit wide in that final corner. Charles Leclerc, the Ferrari, sets the fastest lap. Now Fernando Alonso will have a better run at me down towards. Look at the speed of that Aston Martin already. So I get into its slipstream. Look at trying to overtake him inside. Gotta get into that corner. Well, I have. And I've managed to stay ahead of Fernando. Still in P12. No DRS for 2 laps. So I can't have DRS until I've completed this lap. Then at the start of lap 3. Bottas and Hulkenberg still having a bit of a battle out there. This is where it's all going to settle down a bit now, where the race will now come into its own. Who knows how it's going to end up. We've got Bottas 11th, Hulkenberg 10th, and Esteban Ocon, I believe that is, in 9th. If I can just settle and concentrate on the road ahead, I don't think I'm going to have anything to worry about at the moment. The McLaren isn't a fast car in 2023, so I'm looking forward to seeing what I can do with the updates in the development race and see if I can get this McLaren as close to the front as possible before Abu Dhabi, which is round 23 of this World Championship. We'll be heading to one new location in Las Vegas towards the end of the year, one returning location at Lusail in Qatar. We head round the final corner to begin lap number 3. DRS will now be enabled, and you can see all the drivers trying to get past each other. Fernando coming back at me again, just like it was on lap number 1. Not going to get to a slipstream this time. He still seems to have much better pace. Can I be a late breaker into turn 1? Looks up the inside, manages to stay ahead again. I should have some DRS though, so I do. As well as I've got 2 dots on the steering wheel, which means that's DRS enabled. 1 dot will mean it's closed. Into turn number 4. A bit wide at turn 4. Maybe this will have a little bit of a problem in front of me. to give me some sort of opportunity coming up. Hulkenberg, I think that is, has got past Ocon, so he's up to 9th place. Ocon down to 10th. So we head into turn 10. Ooh. Again, a little bit tricky, a little bit tough, but I'm pushing. DRS again down towards turn 11. Bottas also has the DRS in the Alfa Romeo, car 77, chasing car 31. We have DRS again on the pit straight, so hopefully Alonso this time won't have any chance of passing me, but I think he still will. That Aston Martin is quite quick this year. Maybe Alonso has finally made the right choice in his Formula 1 career, because he's always been plagued with bad decisions he's joined in the past. Round the final corner we come then, down towards turn 1, down the pit straight. Fernando will once again come at me. Here he comes. Fernando is through again as we begin lap number 4. Can I repeat what I did? Yes, I can. Up the inside we go. I'm still ahead of the Aston Martin as we head on to lap 4, down towards turn 4. Still chasing Bottas and Ocon. It's going to be a bit of exciting moments, isn't it, in this Grand Prix now. Looking forward to seeing what's in store later in this Grand Prix with the strategy as I start on the mediums alongside this lot as well. Bottas on the soft, so he's on the faster tyre. The soft compound tyre is the faster tyre, but they do wear out quite quickly. Once these tyres get up to about 30% on this game, they do tend to get a bit slidey. So try and push. Don't have DRS as I challenge Alonso down towards turn 11. In towards turn 11 we go, up the inside. I think we might have had a little bit of a touch there. Lando gets himself past the Aston Martin of Alonso as we head round this corner towards the back straight towards the final corner. We come into the final corner we go. Now here comes Lando now. He's going to look at trying to overtake his teammate. He's gone past me, and I've got a feeling that I might just let Lando go to avoid any problems for the team. Don't want to slow Lando down by fighting him. So I'm down to 13th. Norris, Lando up to 12th. Lap 5:57. We'll head into turn 4. As well, I'm going to start getting a little bit quiet very soon because there'll be a little bit more concentration on the circuit. Depending on how long these tyres last, this could be important. Red flags and safety cars could always come into play during these Grand Prix. 57 laps, you don't know what's going to happen around you. That's why I tend to have the mini-map off on this, so that without the mini-map you don't know what's going on, because if you was in a real life F1 car you would not know what's going on around the circuit. The only person that would tell you what's going on around the circuit is your race engineer. Through the very fast kinks towards the penultimate corner on the circuit. This is where the this McLaren shows its speed. I think it's been poor all weekend for me so far in practice and qualifying. I think the only time I was quick was in practice 1 when I managed to pop a time in for P10 at the end of the session. So it's very very slow, as you can tell. Look, my TV's going off. Hang on. That's a pretty good start, isn't it? She just came up on my TV saying this is coming off. This is switching off. That's not bad. So all right then, give it a couple of seconds. There we go. Right, carry on. As you were, but I've gone in too deep. I've gone in way too deep now. That first corner, Fernando will finally have that position. I'll come on ahead of Alex Albon as we now open the DRS. That little moment, cost me that position on Fernando. So we head through turn number 4. And that, if that for Fernando, he will now start pulling away. What I don't want, my aim really here in this first race is to not finish last, because this McLaren is just not quick enough. Nick De Vries is doing quite well. He's 16th and he started this race in last, so down the back straight. Keeping an eye on Albon just behind us. Really with DRS should have an opportunity to get himself through. Make one defensive manoeuvre. Is Albon going to try and get through towards turn 1? He's up ahead. I'll break for that first corner. Stay ahead of Alex Albon as we head down towards turn 4 again. Alonso and Norris having a bit of a battle between each other. Of course, if the safety car comes out, we might change the strategy a bit depending on what happens in this Grand Prix. Who knows what's going to happen in the next 51 laps. Bit of a moment on that curb. Through turn 10, which is always a tricky corner. I've had to go wide. One of the trickiest corners on the circuit, turn number 10. It's because you're going into it through 9 and then straight into 10, so you've really got to brake properly. Otherwise you will lock the car up. De Vries up to 15th now, so Nick De Vries will now challenge me for 14th. Prix has been one of the slowest drivers all weekend so far. See how much pace that Alpha Tauri is going to have. The final corner now to begin lap number 8 of 57. For that first corner. It's turn 2 and then turn 3 quickly follows. Down we go towards turn 4. Norris has been overtaken by Alonso. As long as I don't lose the position now, 14th is alright so far. Who has more speed, me or De Vries? De Vries is on the faster tyre, and of course on the slower. Down we go towards the final corner. I'm trying to start holding my own now. It's going to be tricky. Points is a huge ask at the moment. As Fernando and Lando are pulling away, and here comes Nick De Vries now. One thing you don't want to do is just be ahead there. So if I can stay ahead, which I do, turns 2 and 3, I should have the DRS heading down towards turn number 4. The DRS detection point is the safety car line just before turn 1. On lap 9. 49 laps to go. Once you settle, so it doesn't become the bore that everyone thinks it is, it becomes more exciting. Formula 1 is never just cars driving around in circles for 2 hours, it's more strategy. Can you think of the right strategy to move yourself from one position to a higher position? You don't have to stick to the strategy that the team gave you. You can make your own strategy as you go through the race. Maybe I could change the soft tyres a bit earlier on and be a bit faster. Maybe I do one extra stop just so I can be a bit more faster than the cars around me. So it's more thinking when it comes to these Grand Prix. Now we're getting like 10. We'll do everything he can here to get himself past me. The back end going a bit there, it sent me a bit more wider than I would have wanted into turn 4. More tricky as the tyres slowly start to wear out. What we on? 18, 17, 21 and 20%. Here comes Albon with DRS. I've gone in too deep into that corner as well, go a bit wide. Albon should now have that position at Williams. Looking good so far for Alexander Albon. Down towards the final corner. DRS, I could be a bit faster than Williams to try and regain that 14th place off the tyre driver. Just no speed, no straight line speed. And this was a problem I've been having all weekend so far. The straight line speed just hasn't been there for me. Any higher than at least 18th place in practice 2 and practice 3 and then qualifying. So 57 laps. It's a sprint, it's a marathon. We have some sprints later this season. DRS again down towards turn 11. Albon showing his experience as he waited for the right moment when I would make my own mistake. Also on the medium compound tyre. Way too deep into the final corner, so I'll run wide again. I'm running wide a lot now. Starting to lose my concentration slightly here. Getting down towards turn 1. Just throwing it into the corners now, and I hope that I can catch that Williams. Sweat a bit now. Getting a bit hotter. Hot under the collar here. curb, that exit curb. I always seem to get stuck on there quite a bit. So we're going to turn 10. No DRS this time. Albon has managed to get himself out of DRS. This is Albon's chance to pull away now. We are on medium tyres just like Albon is, and Norris and most of the cars ahead of us. The next round, of course, will be Jeddah. What will be 23 this season. It was supposed to have been 24, but China got cancelled. Here comes K-Mag now to try and make a 15th his. Turns 1 and 2. Managed to hold on. 13 of this 57 lap race. Around each and every corner. Got some yellow flags out. This is interesting. Someone's had a moment. It's Logan Sargent, who is our first retiree of the 2023 season in the other Williams. We've got the Williams ahead of us of Albon, but his teammate now on his debut, Logan Sargent, is out of the Bahrain Grand Prix on 13 laps. Bit wide. Exit of turn 11. Pushing. We go down towards turn 15, final corner of the circuit. Magnussen finally get past here. Speed was there. Just chucked it inside again and managed to stay ahead of the Haas there. To 4. 6, 7, and towards 8 now. But, as Bottas, I think, might be a bit of a slow mover at the moment, which I'm hoping so, because it might slow the other two ahead of me down. Potential there for P12 at least. As much ERS as possible. I need to start harvesting as well at some point here, because this is just on me down the back straight towards the final corner on this course. Of course, I'm going to be in lap 15 of 57. There goes the Haas again. Inside at turn 1 again, because one thing on the F1 games in the past I've always been good at, I've always managed to overtake again at the first corner. Let's come down to the important part of that. tricky as well, these little moments in the race where you're trying to concentrate on one car but you're trying to concentrate on catching the other. It slows you down a bit when you're trying to defend as much as possible. Here, surely he's got a much better exit. He's got DRS. He goes down towards turn 1, bolts right past. Again, I've managed to find a little route up the inside to overtake him and have the DRS down towards turn number 4. Push him into the path of Guan Yu Zhou. Push on, try and get the right position here. I need to settle down a bit because I'm starting to, a few mistakes start to creep into my race here. Corners come at you quite fast. We're not even at half race distance yet. Again, too much into that final corner. Bottas overtaken by Norris. There's Magnussen, looks to try and get through here. Into turn number 1 we go. Managed to hold on. Norris and Bottas having their own little battle out there. How long can I make these tyres last before they start feeling a bit wonky tonky, as I call them? Turn 10. Guan Yu Zhou has got past Kevin Magnussen. Now, how long are these soft tyres going to last here? Well, surely the soft tyre runners got a pit soon. 17 laps so far they've done on those tyres. We're half an hour into this race now. Remember, it's 57 laps or 2 hours in a Formula 1 race. Got Hulkenberg in the pits. He's on the soft compound tyre. He's changed for a set of hards. So hard tyres, they are the slowest of 3 compounds, and they take the longest to wear out. But you take a much more slower tyre. What I want to do for this strategy to work, it might not work. That's the ultimate thing here. Might be a point in Grand Prix where I might need a safety car. crash gate. 2008 Singapore Grand Prix, we had crash gate when Nelson Piquet Jr. had crashed deliberately in order to help his teammate Fernando Alonso at the time win the 2008 Singapore Grand Prix. Alonso kept his win because he had no recollection, he had no idea what was happening. So Magnussen in, and now Bottas in as well. And here comes Guan Yu Zhou. Step inside, staying 13th. No worries, no drama. Held on. Enjoying this race slightly, to be honest. It's pretty exciting. Feels real as well. McLaren in the middle of the field towards the back. It's the second McLaren, because in real life the first McLaren of Lando Norris seems to be the one that is generating all the power. The driver I've replaced, who races in this car in real life, is Oscar Piastri. I have high hopes for Oscar. Begin like 20 or 57, so we are getting there slowly, but we are getting there. It's a long haul in a Formula 1 race, not the longest, because obviously you've got the Le Mans 24 Hours, which was raced last week. Enjoyed every minute of that. Guan Yu Zhou should really be diving into the pit lane here, along with Alexander Albon, who's on the medium compound tyre. I believe is now the pit window. As you can see, powered by AWS. Pit window 20 to 37. So Albon's pitted for what is looking like another set of medium compound tyre. The ultimate question remains is, what can I do on the softs when I put the softs on? Will I be as fast on the soft tyres? Will I be faster? You go a little bit longer to make a two-stop strategy work on softs. If the AI can do about 17 laps on softs, then it might work. To about 25 or something at the pit. Put another set of softs, go out, bolt it, pit it again, put another set of softs and bolt it, finish the race. It's really the key at the moment. And these mediums look like they are lasting quite well. Corner. Ocon in, Alonso in, Tsunoda's now coming in. So it's 10th now. I'll bring out a red flag and I'll change my tyres for free. Without having the aid of pitting. So it's now in 12th behind Hulkenberg. So I'm just going to concentrate on the track. Switch when I put the softs on. It's much faster than everyone around me. Charles Leclerc sets a new fastest lap at 1:34. he will battle with Max Verstappen. As Max looks for his third World Championship this season, Lance Stroll, the Canadian in the Aston Martin, is now in the pits. Lando Norris also now comes into the pit lane, so is that going to be at least 8th place for me? Or will Stroll come out ahead? Yep, Stroll has come out the pit lane in front of me, so it's only P9. But don't forget, I am yet to pit. If anyone else pitting again, would it be worth me actually changing it here and going on to a set of hards and trying to finish the race and do a one-stop strategy? I will be slower. It really depends on my defensive driving skills, really, to decide that one. Turn 10. Turn 11. Carlos Sainz 1:34.1, new fastest lap. Lewis Hamilton, new fastest lap of 1:34.0. So for me, these tyres now are gone. I've gone through the maximum that they're going to give me. So he's now past Hulkenberg. Will now try and pass me, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to be pitting at the end of this lap off, I believe, because I do need to be a bit faster, otherwise I'll be more in danger of finishing last in this race, and I do not want to finish last at all. I haven't been last all weekend so far. The lowest I've been is 19th in practice 2. I've had my moments. So he's how it is as he looks to try and overtake me. Come to blows again. We seem to be doing that a lot, me and Fernando. His experience is for nothing at the moment. As we head down towards the final corner. These two. Oh dear. Lucky I didn't damage my car. As we picked for the first time in this race on lap 23, beginning lap 24, and completely missed my turning. I am last, thanks to Logan Sargent finishing having a DNF. I will not be completely last in this Grand Prix. Set of tyres, 10 seconds adrift now. It is a new game, still trying to get used to the difficulty levels and the handling of this next instalment of the Formula 1 video game series. which I have played every F1 game released on the PlayStation, all the way back to Formula 1 in 1996, which is one of my favourite games. Formula 97, Formula 98, 99, 2000. I've even played F1 Career Challenge, which is another one of my favourites. F1 2000 on the PS1, F1 2000 on the PS2 as well, and all ones in between. F1 2004 was the second ever released game. And hello, welcome to the stream here. We're on lap number 25 of this race. If you have any questions, do feel free to ask me during the race, and I will answer them the best I can. This is the official cockpit camera, of course. This is exactly what an F1 driver would see, but in real life it would be a little bit more bumpy. Which is one thing part of me does wish that they would put in the game a little bit more bumpiness in the cockpit camera. I'm still trying to get used to these tyres, a bit more colder. Sonoda is pulling away slightly now, 11.8 seconds clear of me. And into turn number 11. Nearly losing the back end again through that corner. Turn 13 it was, that's just over turn 14 now, coming down towards the final turn 15 corner. Obviously, so McLaren, it is one of the slowest cars on the grid. It was in the first race. After the first race in the real life F1 World Championship, they were bottom of the championship. Oscar Piastri had retired and Lando Norris finished at the back. So at the moment this is what we call accurate. And that was my job throughout the season, to try and upgrade this car to get closer to points and then get closer to wins. Lap 26 of 57 here in Bahrain. We're coming up now towards the half race distance mark in this Grand Prix. Pretty sure though that I will not complete 57 laps today. It will be 56 or maybe one less, depending on how many times I get lapped. To the penultimate corner, now down towards the final corner, turn 15. For a quicker lap than I've done before though. It is a personal best of a 1:35.1. I need to keep that going. AlphaTauri's have a bit of a battle together. Oof. Start concentrating a bit more. Stop having a bit of worry. Again, nearly trying to push it too hard and going wide onto that curve, and that is a curve you do really need to avoid at this track because your car can get wedged in it. I've a bit of caught Sonoda and De Vries a bit on this lap so far. whether it's because they are battling each other. We head into the corner again. And we'll start doing this race, hopefully for another set of soft compound tyres. A red flag. Back everyone up again in onto the grid. Catching De Vries. That's my aim at the moment now, is catch Nick De Vries and potentially overtake him. Don't forget, if you do have any questions, feel free to comment and I will answer them the best I can. Each and every corner I'm trying to catch the Flying Dutchman Nick De Vries in the AlphaTauri in 18th. It's one of the races where once you lose concentration, it goes a bit backwards. I seem to be catching De Vries at a very fast rate here. I'm now sub 9 seconds behind him. But the gap between me and Yuki Tsunoda seems to just stay the same. So we are now officially at half race distance. Which now means we go again for another half. So it's like that 1 hour 29 to finish this race. Who knows what can happen in the next 30 laps here. Keep doing that, and really nothing's going to happen. We can try and go to at least lap 40 here on these tyres. The wear's fine at the moment. I think I can go another 10 laps, 10 or 11 laps on these tyres at least, to try and get myself onto a set of softs to the finish. One retirement in this race, of course. Logan Sargent retired on lap 13. Mechanical troubles stops the American from finishing his first ever Grand Prix. Of course, bringing lap 30. To catch Nick De Vries before he finished last on the road, not counting the Logan Sargent who's DNF'd here. But a personal best first split. Lost time after that in the F section of the circuit. So what we can't do is focus on the gap. If I focus on the gap, then that's where it all goes wrong for me. Naturally, not focus on pushing too much for that gap to come down at each lap. 6.4. Reese is the slowest man out there at the moment. I'm going to take advantage of De Vries being the slowest man. See De Vries now in the distance. Now, one thing I'm going to say is that if I get lapped before, if a safety car comes out and I've been lapped and no one else has been lapped, my race is over, basically. So, just hope that if a safety car does come out and I haven't been lapped at this Grand Prix, which will be a set of mediums at the moment. If the safety car comes out, I will be changing to a set of medium compound tyre, because that should get me to the finish. Chuck it into each and every corner again. 5.4, 5.3 the gap coming down each lap. No, I have not got the Triple Crown livery yet. I will be trying to get the livery next week sometime, when I get back from my trip tomorrow. I'm a big fan of the Triple Crown livery actually, but I was actually one of the very few who wasn't a fan of the Gulf livery. Weirdly enough, everyone who watched the 2021 Monaco Grand Prix, as I've gone way too deep into turn number 4, let's be focused on the gap again. Now I've lost a full second there. But yeah, everyone who watched the 2021 Monaco Grand Prix loved the Gulf livery on the McLaren, but I was against it for some reason. I've always been a fan of the McLaren's papaya colours, being a long-term McLaren fan, been a McLaren fan since I started watching the sport. So being a fan of the papaya livery is 12 tries. Well, I'm not looking forward to this then. I'll give it a good go. We'll give it a good go. Try and get the Triple Crown livery. As I said, it's a very, very nice livery. Right then, let's get back to the power of this McLaren. 33. Well, you wouldn't believe, watching this race at the moment, I've been playing Formula 1 games since the early 2000s on PlayStation, but it is, as I say, newly released F1 game. First week of the game being out, so it's still getting used to it. Give it a few rounds, I'll be much better. And we've got a red flag! For the first time, we have a red flag in Formula 1 23. So, red flag, session stopped, a major incident has occurred on track and a red flag is in effect. All vehicles have returned to the pits whilst the incident is dealt with. Tyres may be changed during this stoppage and some types of damage may be repaired for race restarts. So, we're back on the grid. This is how it works. We're back on the grid. We can now change our tyres. I think I'll stay on the softs. Hang on. There we are. So yeah. Change to a set of medium, sorry. And we'll go back. Here come the lights. And it's lights out and away we go for the second time in this race. Now I'm back with everybody. Down we come towards turn 1. We go. And this is I've had a great restart. Moving myself into 10th place. And hopefully that gives it a great opportunity now to at least get some points this evening. After encountering my first red flag in the game, don't know what it was for because we've still got every driver out there. I'm ahead of Lando as well, chasing Alexander Albon, lap 36 of 57. Now if you are enjoying this, feel free to subscribe because I will be doing more this season. One race on a Sunday, full length race, and I hope that this is whetting your appetite if you have Sky F1 for later on today. As we now come into the final corner, can I potentially catch Alexander Albon before the end of this? Got to try and stop Pierre Gasly from getting through there. Here comes Gasly in the Alpine, the flying Frenchman. Can I do what I normally have done in this Grand Prix? Yes I can. So we've got 21 laps to go. I've got 21 laps to stay in 10th, thanks to the red flag. Has really opened this race up. Looking forward to this afternoon's Grand Prix. Yes, I do believe as well, if we are talking about the real life Grand Prix this evening, Max should basically get the victory. But never discount Fernando Alonso. He is, of course, one of the most experienced. He is the most experienced F1 driver on the grid. Big fan of Lando Norris. Hopefully he'll get higher than P10. But going back to what happened in Spain really did disappoint me. I still have the harsh memories of Lando Norris in Russia 2021. The less said about Russia 2021, the better. You can see the airflow as well, which is something. Oh, look at Gasly! What a manoeuvre by the Alpine of Pierre Gasly! Completely taken me unawares. Remember, no DRS. I forgot about that. No DRS. Tried to open it, forgetting the fact we've got no DRS. This time, oh, can I? I can. There comes Gasly again. Ooh. So Gasly has managed to get ahead. 20 laps to go. Will those soft tyres hang on though? That's one reason why I didn't want to actually restart on softs. Can softs get to the finish of this race? I'm hoping not. I hope I could gain some positions. And again, could always have another red flag. Might be low quality, but can you still see it? That's the ultimate question. This is a blank screen. For some reason my car keeps bottoming out over bumps. which is starting to irritate me a bit. 39. Such airflow with this car. What I had to do was hold on over Gasly, but 20 laps was a hell of a long time to keep that Alpine behind me. Heading to turn 10. Now I've got Valtteri Bottas behind me, potentially trying to overtake me towards turn 11, but he's not close enough at the moment into turn 13. And now turn 14. Pixeling, I've noticed this. Pixeling is actually on the game. Only happens at night. If you do a race around, say for instance, Qatar, these things seem to only happen night races. Because I haven't seen it during the day. Around Vegas, Qatar, Singapore, Bahrain, you'll get these little distance pixels, which I hope that EA will patch out at some point. We know what EA's like. Well, I'm near the end of the race anyway, so we've got 18 laps to go. Down to P12 now. Wants us up to P11. It's lap 40 out of 57 here in Bahrain. I'll make that lap 41 out of 57 and I'm in P12 at the moment. I'll make that P13 unless I hold position into turn 1. Got a bit wide. Hulkenberg does manage to get through in the MoneyGram Haas F1 car. So it's down to P13. Chucks it into turn 4 in the hope to stay ahead. There's Lando, my teammate. Look at my tyres, absolutely wrecked as I've gone over the marbles. Not giving this up. I've been racing now for 1 hour and 6 minutes. Red flag managed to help me avoid finishing 19th and last. Let Lando go. He is my teammate. No point fighting your teammate. It could cost you both. As you open the DRS. There's nothing. These pixels that you can see a lot of, I'm not worried about that. Because this happens quite a lot at night races. I already mentioned that one. 42 of 57. 13th at the moment. So much. You just got to keep concentrating. Just don't lose your head. It's a new game. There's always going to be little errors here and there. You can never get the perfect game first time round. It took F1 22 quite a while to start working. Don't forget what happened when Formula 1 2015 was released. The most buggy game I'd ever played in my life. Patience is the name of the game when it comes to video games. Might appear. I didn't even realise the DRS was open at that point. Get to the end of this race, shall we? And then concentrate, ready for Jeddah next week. I will be doing round 2 next Sunday, same time, 2 o'clock. As it's a week off for Formula 1, so why not join me and watch the second race of the season for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix at the fastest street circuit in F1. Esteban Ocon just behind me, hard compound tyres. Can I hold on against the Alpine? Struggle against the other one. There we go. Would have come back at him anyway. No. There's no point risking the health of this car. Because at the end of the day, I've done 44 laps out of 57. And if I damage the car now, then I can do breaking point if you want me to do breaking point. That's on my live stream. Might do some of that during the week actually. Good little game mode, breaking point. I do enjoy the story mode aspect. When FIFA did, what was it? When FIFA did, what was it called? The Journey, I think it was called. Which was very fun to play. So to bring a story aspect into Formula 1 games is a fantastic decision. Wow, I've gone a bit wide there. I'm trying to concentrate now. I'm trying to keep Hulkenberg at bay because I don't want to lose any more positions here. I'm trying to avoid finishing last on the road. We've had one retirement, and that was on lap 13. And that was Logan Sargent. Oh, bloody hell. Gone completely wide, and there was Hulkenberg straight past me. Look, all concentration levels are now just disappearing into the distance here. confused it. It doesn't look like Magnussen behind. Oh, it is. It didn't look like Magnussen behind Tsunoda. It looked like De Vries. Losing the head a bit there. Yeah, so I'll have a think about that one. Could be a good idea, actually. Here comes Tsunoda, car 22, AlphaTauri from Japan, up the inside to try and hold on to that position. And the only hope I've got here is Tsunoda's tyres go off the cliff. So now I'm struggling, that 46. A bloody cold shower after this race, I'll tell you that now. On a very muggy day. Here in the Midlands. Oh, again. Back end of that car. Bottoming out. I just hadn't got the setup correct. Just hadn't got the setup in this McLaren as good as I wanted it to be this weekend. Whoa! Oh my lord. And the format of 1 hour practice is just gives you more thinking time about your setup. So less thinking time, I mean, of your setup for each race. No acceleration there, turn 4. I just think I might have to gilt the ghost and just finish last on the road, because at the minute I am struggling. I am struggling here. As we will soon be heading into the last 10 laps of the Bahrain Grand Prix, round 1 of 23 in 2023. Too wide. Way too wide. I think for me it's about beating De Vries. Unfortunately for me, I just did not get this car set up correct this weekend. Oh, someone else spin out, for crying out loud. I'll try and concentrate on getting the setup spot on in Jeddah next weekend. Very. Oh, Carlos Sainz is now out of this race. Make that 16th for now. He was the man who would set the fastest lap of this Grand Prix. I'll do up DRS, lap 49. Turn 1. You know what? On F122, I was absolutely beast mode at Jeddah. This is nothing like F122. Part of me is actually dreading it at Jeddah because of how close you are to the walls of that race. But if I had to have a favourite street circuit, Jeddah would be the one. So fun to drive. You've got to keep within the confines of the racetrack. Some sections you could run wide at, but some sections you have to really, really concentrate. So we're into the latter stages now of this race. Started this race at 2 o'clock. It's now 20 past 3 in the afternoon. And 40 minutes left on the race clock. So we should really get all 57 laps in. The only race that could come close to a 2-hour time limit is Singapore. The question is, can I stay ahead of Zhou Guanyu? I don't know my top speed on this game yet around Jeddah. I haven't raced around there yet. I remember on F122 it was so quick. At one point in this race it looked good for me to get some points. Until now. Wide there. Now can Joe do the business? No. No for Joe. team, favourite car, a position I've been used to in Formula 1 all season long so far. That goes Guan Yu Zhou, but do you know what? I'm just going to dive the inside again. I'm really ain't bothered now. Just want to finish this race out of last position. It's 18th at the moment. Currently in 16th. I had one of them races tonight. And now I've just got to concentrate on making it a better performance in round 2 out of 23. I really want to see that checkered flag now. When you get this far into a race, you think to yourself, where the hell is that checkered flag gone? So, 5 to go. Can I stay ahead of Zhou and De Vries? Only 2. They've struggled to get past me since the restart. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. DRS again. As you can see with the 2 dots, means 2 dots means DRS is enabled, 1 dot means it's closed. And if it disappears, it means you're out of the DRS zone. If the dot appears in the DRS zone, it means you have not got it. Turn 14, 54th time. Going 2 places from my starting position here. Started this race in 18th tonight. At the the moment I'm sitting in 16th place. Go a bit quiet for a minute as we try and get to the end of this race. So we come round the final corner to begin the penultimate lap of the Bahrain Grand Prix, lap 56 out of 57. Here comes Zhou Guanyu once again, make one move, one fair move. Remember, you can only make one move to defend. Apparently I had a collision with Zhou Guanyu, but I didn't see it. Even if he did hit me, I don't think that would have been my fault. And Lewis Hamilton is out of this race on lap 56. Wow. Lewis Hamilton is out on the penultimate lap. What a time for your car to failure. So that 15th on the road at the moment. The yellow flag zone and out of the yellow flag zone. So final lap then of this race. I have raced. For 57 laps I have entertained you all. Yes, it was a poor performance, but it's a long season, a long way to go. And it's going to be Max Verstappen who wins the opening race of 2023. He has started where he left 2022 off. The two-time Formula One World Champion looking like he is going to begin his quest for that third World Championship in the best possible manner. As the fireworks go off around the circuit. One more corner to hold on against Zhou Guanyu. He comes at me now towards the final corner. Inside the final corner, am I going to hold on? Yes, I am. I will come home in P15 for my first race of the season. But it's Red Bull Racing who has taken the victory this afternoon it will be Max Verstappen leading the World Championship. He celebrates with his team. 25 points for Max. The opening round, the opening salvo of 2023 is in the books. It is Max Verstappen who is your race winner, as Adrian Newey stands on the podium with him and Charles Leclerc and Sergio Perez. The world champion is your race winner for round one. A disappointing finish for me in 15th place. It's a gain of 3 places, considering I started the race in 18th on the grid. So it's a 1-3 for Red Bull. 1 Ferrari finishing this race, which was in 2nd position because Carlos Sainz retired. So the final standings for this Grand Prix, it's Max Verstappen who takes all 25 points, with Charles Leclerc in 2nd position, Sergio Perez 3rd, George Russell comes home 4th, Stroll a fantastic 5th with Alonso in 6th, Gasly and Ocon in the Alpines in 7th and 8th, Bottas 9th, Hulkenberg 10th, Albon comes home 11th, 12th for Magnussen, Lando Norris 13th, dropped 3 places from his 10th place grid spot, Yuki Tsunoda 14th, Joe Branu 15th, 16th Nick De Vries, now I've got 17th, I don't know how, 18th Hamilton, 19th Sainz and 20th Sargent. No penalty, but apparently I finished in 17th, so yeah, just double check that. Yeah, warning, warning and a warning. So somehow I'll drop 3 places automatically because I finished so close to on the track. Well, I don't gain anything anyway. But that was round number 1 in the books. Thank you for watching. Thank you for enjoying every single minute of the Grand Prix. I will return for round number 2 in a week's time, same time, 2 o'clock, then UK time. Then, if you did enjoy that, like and subscribe. And yeah, we'll see you next week for round 2, which will be the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. 2023 is off and underway.